Hey, happy Tuesday night, everybody. This is Pastor Nate here, lead servant, Greater Life Church here in San Diego, California. It's a Tuesday night edition of Lead Servant Sit Down, Lead Servant Updates. And I want you to come on in tonight. Not going to be long. Sorry about the delay, a little bit of a technical issue, but we're good to go. And we're excited tonight that you are going to be joining in for some very, very important updates. Good to see you, Betty Turner. You're the first one on tonight, among others who are going to be coming in. Do me a big favor tonight. Once you greet somebody, do me a favor and tag as many people you know who you're friends with. Tag them in this live tonight. And I want you to also share the live video. We are live on our Greater Life Facebook page, and we're live on our YouTube page, all right, at Greater Life SD. I'm going to have Jessica and Michelle Jackson come in just a moment. Pastor Robert Spriggs is having some technical issues. He's going to hopefully be able to join us with some very, very important updates. Do me a big favor. Once you greet everybody, go ahead and tag as many Greater Lifers you know into this video so that we can all be on the same page and all moving in the same direction. I know y'all may get tired of your pastor coming on live, but we will not be able to operate with excellence if we're not informing you of the happenings within our church. And some of the happenings here lately have been some things that we've had to tweak, some things that we've had to change. And therefore, I want to make sure that we're all on the same page. So let me do this. Let Pastor Nate, Bianca is in and she's hosting tonight. Let me begin to tag and share on my end. Again, all Greater Lifers you may know. We want to make sure that we include them. Even some of our senior partners, if you want to copy and tag them to their telephones, you can do that as well. I'm so excited about what the Lord is doing, and I'm excited to give you these updates on tonight. So I'm moving on my end. I'm tagging some people on my end. Go ahead and greet somebody. We're live. I see YouTube. Crystal Ryan, I see you. I see you. Hey, Vonda, I see you. Pearlie is tagging. Michael Burns is in tonight. Come on, y'all. As many Greater Lifers you know, we want to make sure that everybody's on the same page and everybody is moving in the right direction. Amen. All right, good. How was your day, y'all? How was your day? Y'all had a good day? Y'all talk to me. How was your day today? All right. Was it okay? All right. Y'all tell me how was your day? Y'all a little bit delayed, so I'm going to wait a minute. That's it. An informed church is a healthy church. An informed church is a healthy church. That's good. I want to make sure that we all get that. All right. So I'm tagging on my end. Hopefully you're doing it on your end. All information I give you tonight, it's going to impact particularly those who are partners of Greater Life. And then, of course, those who will visit our church. It's important that they are part of this as well. So I'm tagging people on my end right now, some of our new partners on my end right now. And we're going to jump right into what we need to discuss on tonight. Sheila, you asked how was the movie. I took Carter to the movies today to see Space Jam. It was a long movie, y'all. It was a long movie, but we made it through. Of course, LeBron James was a part of that movie, but it was a good movie. Carter starts school tomorrow, like so many other kids who will be starting school tomorrow. So we had an opportunity to spend time with him on today. So just moments you can never get back. So we appreciate that so very much. Okay. All right, y'all. I am hoping that you're tagging people. I'm going to get started here in just a moment so that I can let you go ahead and get your evening going. We have partners all over the country, Greater Life. And so I want to welcome all of our virtual partners who are not in the city, but I'm your pastor and you tithe to our church. And we appreciate you so very much for entrusting your life and your soul to me to be your leader. And so I'm absolutely grateful for that. All right. I see you tagging and I thank you for that on tonight. And so I'm tagging a few more people on my end, and then I will get going with our updates. Okay. We're on both platforms, and a lot of people are going to go back and watch this later, and that's fine as well. So let me go ahead and get started. I'm going to bring in Jessica Jackson and Michelle Jackson. I totally put them on the spot tonight, and I told them that they could chill and post up. They was like, well, we can't get in the kitchen and sit at the desk, Pastor. This is the best setup we have for the night. And I said, that's cool with me. So I want you to welcome them. We are going to do a venue change. All right. Initially, we were going to be at Lincoln High School, but we're doing a venue change. And I want you to get this in your notes. Make note of it. We're moving from the Hive. We, of course, promoted that we were going to be at the Hive, but due to their renovations and, of course, the gym that we were going to use, there was some concerns with the air system, the HVAC system. And I did not want to take the chance on us worshiping in a space that does not have adequate air. If that's the case, we could just stay on the parking lot, right, guys? And so we were able, by the grace of God, by God's providence, we were able to secure Johnson Elementary School, 1355 Kelton Road, okay? If you're from San Diego, the Southeast, Johnson Elementary School is literally 2 minutes away from our current campus, if that. Some of y'all drive crazy, you'll make it in a minute. But it's 2 minutes from our campus. It's right off the main thoroughfare, the 94. And this dropped in our lap. And I want to thank Jessica Jackson, our Director of Operations, for being proactive in making the calls to make sure that we secure a spot. Y'all welcome Jessica tonight. I'm developing and training her, and I'm putting her definitely on the spot tonight. But again, we have to be a ministry that far expands beyond the pastor. And so we're developing leaders. We're developing leaders who we can utilize. And we thank God for Jessica, her heart, her integrity. And she's a big part of our church. Jessica's a Greater Life baby. And of course, she loves her church. And so Jessica, give us a quick update on Johnson Elementary School. Let the church know what we are going to be recipients of by this rental. And y'all give her a hand. Come on, y'all, give her a hand. She's nervous, but she's going to make it through this. Come on, give her a hand. Go ahead, Jess.
Okay, so like Pastor Nate was saying, our Safe Summer Worship has moved to Johnson Elementary School. We'll be able to seat 250 comfortably in the cafeteria. That's what we will be using while there. We'll have AC. We actually know the AC is working there when we went through our walkthrough that day. So we know AC will be there. Ample parking, like Pastor Nate said, it's close to the church. Setup and breakdown is taken care of, so we won't need our men out there 2 hours early setting up and breaking down. So that's great. We also have classrooms available for our children and youth ministries. So we have that taken care of. And I just wanted to bring up that Greater Life has used Johnson before. We have a history with Johnson Elementary School. When Pastor Emeritus was building Greater Life on the grounds that we sit on right now, they were using Johnson Elementary. So we're pretty much full circle right now. So I think that's pretty awesome. And then, like I said before, we have AC. So we're not going to be out in the sun just basting. So
right. That's good. Now talk about the children. We were able to have MIT Lavelle do a walkthrough with us. Talk about the children's ministry, and somebody tag Bria Blackman if she's on here. Bria, if she's on here, talk about the area, the space for our children and our youth, Jay.
So where the children and the youth ministries will be meeting. It's 2 fairly large classrooms. They're conjoined. So one side would be for the children, one side for the youth. And then there's 2 playground areas for the children, so they can use that equipment as well. So yeah, it's honestly, it's a better choice than Lincoln, most definitely. So yeah, that's we are.
Good deal. So children, youth will be settled. And again, we will get with our ushers and greeters, and we will get with our events director, Cynthia, and Ms. Purley on our setups, Jan Chapman, Lisa Peoples, Chris Contreras, as it relates to our check-in areas. There is enough parking. Pastor Spriggs is having some technical issues. I see him backstage, but I don't want to bring him in with the freezing. So I'm going to try to bring him in just a minute. In fact, let me try that right now and see if I can get Pastor Spriggs in without any freezing. If he freezes, I will try to get him to give another update on this coming Sunday. All right. All right, let me see. Can I get him in? Pastor Spriggs? Yeah, he's freezing up. So we will give you an update on Sunday regarding our parking. We do have enough parking. And of course, if you've been to Johnson before, now we have a lot of new partners who may not be familiar with Johnson Elementary School, but it's a great space. The sound and all of that, we will be getting with our sound team, David Kendrick and Autumn and Dakota and Bianca with the media, Steve Walters, our IT guy, to make sure that everything is moving properly there. All right. So Johnson Elementary School, we will put a flyer out. Bianca, let's drop that flyer tonight. We will put a flyer out. I want you to invite as many people as you can the month of August and September. And more than likely, guys, we will be in this space beyond that if we can. It will be a great space for us to use while our new facility is being constructed. And so if you don't mind, share this. I want you to bring your guests, invite your friends. Hey, y'all, on Sunday morning. Now, Wednesday nights, where will we be? We will be at our regular campus, be at Greater Life on Wednesday nights. But on Sunday mornings, Jessica, give those service times and what time will the doors open, if you don't mind sharing that for me.
Yeah, so doors open at 9:30. Worship service will start at 10 a.m.
Okay, y'all got that? Doors open 9:30 and worship starts at 10. All right, so we're going to have all of our volunteers there at 9 a.m. All of our volunteers an hour early. So if you're going to be serving on that day, I want you to arrive an hour early so that we can make sure everything is in place. Now you're arriving an hour early, but you're not setting up chairs. Now let me say this, guys, because I want to be real with y'all. If the chairs that I did see are the old school church chairs. Y'all remember the old school chairs back in the day in the fellowship hall? Those iron chairs. Are they iron? Yeah. Those. So if you have a pillow cushion, come on, Jesus. Come on, mothers of the church. If you have a pillow cushion, all right, guys, bring you one of those little pillow cushions to make sure that you have a great experience. We're not going to be hauling our new plush chairs to Johnson. And so I want you to, y'all know, bring those little cushion. Go by Walmart and buy you one they use for the ball game. You know, when you used to sit at the stadium watching the Chargers on that concrete. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Make sure that you bring something. And some of you don't have any problems with your back or your buttocks, but I want to make sure that everybody is comfortable during that space. All right. Now, listen, guys. Also, and I'm going to let these ladies go, but I wanted Michelle Jackson to come. Michelle Jackson, who is a nurse practitioner, and she is a partner of our church. I hate to have to bring this back up again, but I know you know by now that I love you, and you know by now that your safety is my priority. So I want to talk about this Delta situation again, and Michelle is just going to give us another rundown. Again, I want you to be informed, and I want you to take this serious, and I don't want us to play with this. but we've had to make some changes recently. I know I put out a mandate. I told our events teams, Cynthia, the crew, that masks were no longer required because of the lifting of the mask mandate. And then, of course, our COVID numbers had dropped drastically. And so we were able to lift the mask mandate. Well, of course, because there's so many unvaccinated people, there's a new strand that's happening. So, Michelle, I'm not a MD. That's why you're here. Michael Burns, who's a registered nurse, is in here. Justin Richardson, who's a RN. Pastor Cole, who's a nurse practitioner. They are the professionals from the standpoint of medical science and what's going on. So, Michelle, give us a brief update, short and sweet if you can, on this Delta variant.
So, as I was mentioning on Sunday, most viruses at some point mutate, and COVID is no different. And so the original strain that I don't want to say got used to, but that we were dealing with when we first were hit with this pandemic, we're no longer really seeing that strain. Right now, we're seeing a variant of the virus, which is the Delta variant. And so, as with any virus, when you think about flu and different type of cold viruses and things, these things always mutate. So COVID is no exception. Right now, over 80% of cases nationwide are of the Delta variant. And the reason why that's important is because they're seeing it spread more easily, if you will. And they're seeing it spread more easily in young adults and middle age. And part of that reason is twofold. One reason is because as a nation, we're not even 50% fully vaccinated. So we have a lot of unvaccinated people who are catching this variant, the Delta variant, and becoming severely ill as a result of it. Just to put things into perspective, last Tuesday, and I'm going to talk about just San Diego County alone, last Tuesday, which was July 13th, there were 348 new COVID cases. Today, which is July 20th, there were 530 new reported cases. So this is increasing. The hospitals are becoming full again. As of last week, I think there was a 46%, almost 50% increase in hospitalizations. Wow. And 10% uptake in the ICU. And I know 10% doesn't seem like a lot, but that number always lags. So you're going to see that number in ICU visits increase. Mm-hmm. And I want to stress that the reason why vaccination is very important is because I know you see and hear in the news like, oh, you can still be vaccinated and catch COVID. That's rare, but on the off chance that it does happen, you will not have severe disease. You are likely not to have severe disease. And severe COVID is hospitalized or could even result in death. So 99.5% of the deaths, if you will, across the nation, 99.5% of the deaths of COVID-19 across the nation that we're seeing now are from unvaccinated people that have obtained severe COVID. So that's why it's important. And I will continue to stress the importance of getting vaccinated in efforts to not contract severe disease. So I know that we hear different things in the news and the CDC seems to go back and forth, but I'm reading as of now a lot of states, a lot of countries are, looking at travel restrictions again. And if you are not vaccinated and you don't want to be vaccinated, please wear your mask. Please wear your mask. And if you are vaccinated, please wear your mask. So that's my spiel. And if you guys have any questions, you can
Put them
certainly.
in the comments right now. Betty Turner says, absolutely. The numbers are rising. I work at Sharp Grossmont Hospital. Betty, Catherine, Joyette, all those who are working in these hospitals, we pray for them daily. Michael Burns, Justin Richardson. I want y'all to hear this. And again, y'all, I'm pro, let's go to worship. I'm pro, I miss y'all, but I'm also pro saving lives as best I can. And so this is my responsibility as your shepherd to make sure that I am giving you the information. Now, again, we can't make people get vaccinated, but we strongly encourage you to do so. They're mixed, and I don't want to argue about that, Michelle. There are a lot of people. There have been people who've gone to blows in our country because there was a store clerk that was killed because she asked a customer to put on his mask, and he killed her. So people are taking this stuff to the extreme, but again, it's about trying to save lives. Mimi Turner said, will we have to get vaccinated every year like the flu shot? Will we have to get vaccinated every year like the flu shot?
There is no there's no black and white answer to that just yet, but I will say that Pfizer is already in talks about a potential booster. I haven't heard that yet from Moderna, but Pfizer is definitely in talks of a booster. And I will use the flu vaccine, the influenza vaccine, as an example. That vaccine changes every year because the strain changes every year. So is it a possibility that we may have to get vaccinated every year? Absolutely. But I'm not sure if that will be the case. But COVID is showing us that it's not afraid to mutate. And right now we're focused on the Delta variant, but there's also other mutations that they are paying close attention to. A lot of these mutations are in other countries, but because we're so, international in the sense of people are able to fly from one time zone to the next across the globe in a matter of, less than 24 hours. We need to be concerned about all the mutations, but right now the focus is Delta.
Right. What does mutation mean for those who don't know? When you say mutation, what does that mean, Michelle?
So it's simply put, it's the virus. It's the it's like the DNA of the virus is changing. So the code, if you will, the strain, it changes. And the reason why it changes is because viruses are smart. So they adapt. And, just like chameleons, they can change their color in, whatever environment they need to. Viruses are no different. They adapt. And so when they encounter, a certain host, and that host has, certain immunities or certain things, they're able to mutate and change their structure. And that's what happens. It's historically, this is what we've always seen.
Absolutely. Any other questions for Michelle? Any other questions for her? Great info. Everybody saying thanks, Michelle. Sylvia Dunbar is also at Scripps. So Sylvia, we're praying for your safety and keep us updated. Tracy Bridges does a great job in getting me stats and information. So I appreciate her for doing that. Any other questions before I have Michelle log off? Okay. I hope this is not boring you, because this may this may save your life. So everybody's saying thank you, Michelle. Thank you.
You're welcome, and keep your masks on, vaccinated or not. Wear your mask. Be safe.
Absolutely. Pastor Spriggs, who wanted to come in but couldn't get in. I'm going to wait because there's a little bit delay. I'm going to make sure there's no other questions. Everybody is thanking you and Jessica. Make sure there are no other questions about the vaccine, about COVID, about the Delta variants. I've been practicing that word for like 2 days, Michelle. Variants.
Variant.
Very
ant, as Lay, I believe, said. Variant. Variant.
So much. All right. Any other questions for Michelle? All right. Michelle, since y'all look so great on camera, let me let y'all continue to hang out with us. All right, guys. So let's push Safe Summer Worship, Johnson Elementary School, beginning in August. Okay. Beginning in August, first Sunday in August. There's a staging area. We want to make sure that everybody is there. And again, as we look at this strand, I will be updating you, and you know that I will. Okay. Also, I want to make sure that we celebrate all of the men who have sacrificed. Can y'all put your hands together for all of the men who have sacrificed? How many months have we been outdoors, guys? Has it been 3 months? March, April, May. For 4 months, these men for 4 months have been setting up, and we want to celebrate them. And I appreciate them so much. Our elders, Elder Joe Chapman, who has been at the church working today. Y'all give him a hand. Elder Joe, Mario Williams, who was at the church today. Robert Farrell, who is our finance director, was out digging some holes today. I think that's very, very important that we celebrate our deacons. Joe Contreras, we appreciate him coming in the mornings, leaving, going to work, or thereafter. All of our men, Deacon Chris Ryan, who's been really, Chris took a vacation this weekend because he's been going so hard. Deacon Darrell Hall, we want to continue to celebrate our deacons, and we want to make sure that, and then just the men who don't have titles. Hugh Van, who has no title but shows up. We want to thank God for him. And James Ray has no title, but he shows up. Pastor Spriggs, help me. Pastor Bridges, Joseph Bridges, who's working now. But all of the men, I'm thinking the 4 months, Steve Walters, David Kendrick, Dakota, Autumn, Bianca, the ministers, Minister Kamaya having the team out all 4 months, guys. I mean, it's just everybody who's made this machine work, man. Our worship pastor, our worship team, our praise team, Pearl Cotton, Candace Gray, Michelle, Jessica. Who am I forgetting on the praise team?
Pastor White,
Sister White, all those who have been a part of just making this, our ushers, Tracy Bridges, Mother Carolyn Johnson, Maisha, Dree Berry, Sylvia, and all our ushers who our new partners, Tawana Carlton, for y'all, they've been grinding. Dennis, Denise, Fifi, Catherine. I can go on and on and on and on. Our intake team, Catherine and Betty, who served for many years doing that, just intaking our people, and Sister Minister Bruce now, who's leading the welcome team. I can go on and on, but y'all, it's not just the pastor, right? I preach, I love you guys, but it's a team. And some people have gone over and beyond to make sure that our church, Charles Gooden, Elder Charles, who's not always in the best of physical, condition, but he's grinding. Herman Anthony, Pastor Herman. I can go on and on, y'all. The list goes on. If I forgot anybody, man, charge it to my head and not my heart. But I just want to celebrate our finance team. Coming through this pandemic, man, our finance team, Robert and Jessica and Kim and Portia and Steve, Sister Van and the drama team. Y'all see what I'm saying? That I can go Tracy Tryon, the drama, Chris, our check-in people. Y'all see them? Y'all know they for 4 consecutive months, Jan, Lisa, Cynthia, y'all see, I know these people by name. Chris comes because they're serving, guys. So people just show up on the part. Our security team, y'all, Pastor Spriggs, every week, making sure that we're safe, making sure our campus is safe. You know, so it's bigger than a pastor, and a pastor who takes honor and credit for making a machine work solo, that is not of God, man. It's a team. And again, we want to thank everybody who has made this regathering successful. Okay. So I want to thank everybody, all of our volunteers, all of our pals, leaders, everybody. Okay. Now, just a few announcements. This coming Sunday, Mayor Todd Gloria will be in our worship service. So Pastor Spriggs, let's make sure we have some dedicated parking to Mayor Todd Gloria. I'm honored to be on the Black Advisory Group that's keeping me super busy, but he will be with us Sunday, him and probably about 5 other people. So I want to make sure we have reserved seating for Mayor Todd Gloria. There's a town hall that I'm going to be a part of with the mayor this coming Saturday. I'm going to send you some information on how you can come into that town hall. That's going to really be dealing with the policing issues, public safety, public health. Those are going to be the 3 main focuses in this mayor's town hall. So I want to make sure that you're a part of that. I'm sitting on that panel with the mayor. And of course, we thank God for the opportunity I have, guys, to be a part of this group. Okay. So this Sunday, we want to welcome our mayor. He wants to know about what's happening with our building project. And he also wants to receive worship. And so I appreciate him coming out to see what we're doing, Greater Life. This coming Sunday, Portia Hopkins will give a financial update going into now the second half of the year. I think you know now that your pastor tells you probably more than you ask for. And I will always give you more than you ask for, especially when it comes to your money, okay? It's important that you know where your money is going. It's important that you know where your money is going. I'm sorry, you can't be taking up money and never see where your money is going, all right? I'm gonna say it again. You cannot be taking up offerings and you don't see where your offerings going, all right? That's important as a church. These building projects that we promote, you got to see a building. You got to see something, a handrail, a ramp, a piece of wood, something, because you're giving toward that end, okay? If that's what we're selling, all right, if that's what we're promoting, you ought to be seeing that. So that's why your pastor tells you a lot, because I never want you to leave not knowing what's happening with your money. So Portia is going to give a full update on our finances, all right? And I say this because I think some of us hear these numbers and we get spoiled. Well, I don't have to give. Yes, you do. I mean, Greater Life, we have people giving not just in San Diego, but all over the country. People who are not here, guys. It takes everybody giving every single week. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you for that. Okay. So we're going to receive the mayor. Also, singles this coming Sunday, singles ministry full moon bonfire, July 25th, 6 p.m. San Diego Mission Bay Resort. Dree Berry is our director of singles ministry. Jessica Jackson will be there. Michelle Jackson will be there. All of our singles. Now, let me tell you, if you're not married, you're single, guys. All right. Everybody who's not married, raise your hand. Michelle and Jessica did like this. I guess all right. If you're not married, raise your hand. I want you, if you're single, never been married, single, divorced, single, widow, widower. All right. I thank you, Swante. Thank you, Shimmy. All right. Single. Now, people are afraid of, y'all, the singles ministry. When we first tried to do this is not about trying to hook you up with anybody. This is a fellowship. I try to play matchmaker and it doesn't typically work. Judy Clark, you're single. Judy's a new partner. Judy, Swante, Shimmy, all these other folk on here who are single and low-key dating, you're still single. Single and keeping folk out my business, you're still single. All right. Single, and y'all be killing me with these pictures. You out on a date with your boo, but you only take a picture of your plate. But we see that other plate in the back. Come on now. Put them in the picture. Put her in the picture, sir. All right. All right. So So that's a singles event. I don't know if there's going to be child care for that event, Shimmy, but Dree Berry is the contact. Y'all come out for just fellowship and fun. That's what it's all about. Some of you who are seasoned and single, man, the singles ministry is for everybody. And we want you to be a part of that. Just some good fellowship, good time, good laughs. Bring your mask. And of course, we want to be safe. Y'all, that's all I have for tonight. I love you and I appreciate you so much. Again, the biggest thing I wanted to update you on is the change of venue, Johnson Elementary School, beginning the first Sunday in August. Bianca's going to get that out. And y'all, I want to salute Bianca, all of our social media piece. That's Bianca Van posting and keeping you informed and tagging everybody. It takes a team, guys. All right. Any other announcements, Greater Life? Jessica, Michelle, anything that I missed? Again, Pastor Spriggs will give us some updates. My children are good, kind of no babysitter needed, Pastor. Okay, good. All right, Shimmy, just making sure. All right. Any other announcements that I missed? All right, y'all mark your calendar because the Pastor's 4th year anniversary is coming up. Pastor and family anniversary is coming up in September. All right, 4 years. Can y'all believe that? 4 years. And we're excited about that. And so 4 years, Pastor Robinson, all right, will be our guest from Little Rock, Arkansas, preacher, singer, all right, Pastor Stevie Robinson. You will know him when he leaves here. Trust me, guys. He is a singing pastor. He's been a great support in my life, great support for my family. And so I'm excited that he's going to be with us on that time together. So we're looking to do the anniversary at Lincoln High. Jessica and the team, they'll be working on that. But I want to thank everybody who's embraced me and my family. Y'all, it's not easy pastoring. It's not easy leading people. In fact, I need your prayers every day. Every day, pray for your pastor. Pray for his family. Pray, guys. Pray. I feel your prayers. And I know that you're praying for me and my family. And it's hard sometimes. And so I have no doubt that you guys love us. And I tell the world that you love us. September the 12th. That's it. I know I have people already booking flights from Atlanta. And again, we're going to be watching this virus and all of that. So let me pray with you guys tonight, okay? Will you do me a favor tonight in your own way? Just type this in or say it to yourself. Lord, I trust you. Say that, guys. Lord, I trust you. My faith tonight, as I go to bed tonight, Lord, I trust you. That's it, Sherry. I trust you, Lord. Thank you so much, Tracy. Thank you all for your prayers, man. Cover your leader, man. And if you're not a part of Greater Life, cover your pastor. The attacks that are against your life, listen to me, guys, they are triple my way. You think you're being set up, they're triple my way. You think the enemy wants your body, he triple wants my body. And you think he wants your mind, if he can get the head, the body suffers. And so he tries to get the head. So pray for me that I make right decisions. Pray for me that I make, that I use wisdom and discernment, and that God will guard my integrity, my character. Pray for your pastor. I'm not perfect, guys. Pray for me. So lift your hand and say this, Lord, I trust you. That's it, Tanya. Lord, I trust you. Lord, I trust you. Guys, I don't know what you're dealing with tonight. I don't know your pain tonight. I know that somebody watching your pastor tonight is dealing with some heavy load. I don't know what it is, but I'm praying for you tonight. And I want you to go to bed tonight, not just sleep, but I want you to rest tonight. I want you to rest in this fact that you trust God. You trust God's ability. You trust God's strength. You trust God's power. Listen, you trust his timing, that you feel like this thing is drowning you, that you cannot breathe. And right on time, God shows up and he gives you the relief that you need. I'm praying for you tonight, guys. These are uncertain times. I know it. Uncertain times that we're living in. But I'm praying for you. And we trust God. God is our refuge. And God is our strength, guys. He's a present help. That means he's a right now help in your time of trouble. So, Father, I cover the sheep who you've given me stewardship over. God, I honor you for their lives. I honor you for their journey. God, everyone in this room tonight are not in good spaces. There are some financial hardships in this space tonight. There are physical challenges in this space tonight. There are relational challenges in this space tonight. There are challenges with children in this space tonight. There are challenges with career and vocation in this space tonight. And even in this space tonight, somebody is struggling spiritually. God, to really trust and rely on you. God, tonight it is now 8:52. Heaven never sleeps. And as we prepare to sleep, God, I pray for a supernatural release of peace. God, I pray for a supernatural release of comfort. God, I pray for reassurance tonight. Remind us, even as we rest, that you're in control of our lives. God, we give every bill to you. We give every enemy to you. We give every circumstance. We give every hurdle, every mountain, every valley. We give it to you. Cover our church. God, you have favored us in this season. And we know the enemy is upset. God, he's upset because we're humble people. He's upset, God, because we're receiving people who the world has thrown away. God, he's upset because we call ourselves just servants. He's upset. He's upset that even in this pandemic, we're building facilities on our campus. And God, he's upset because the resources are in place. We are poised to finish. So God, we know that we are a target of the enemy. He's upset with our leaders. I cover our elders, Charles and Joe, our deacons, Daryl, Chris, and Joe. God, I cover now all of our ministers and pastors. I cover every leader in our church, every director, every ministry coordinator, every volunteer. God, I lift up Pastor Stephanie Brannigan to you tonight. Pastor Deborah Cole, you know what she's facing with tests and things of that nature in her life. I cover this woman of God. Herman Anthony's body, touch it right now, Lord. For Ferris Dwayne Davison, his roommate Juan, who is literally, God, fighting for his life. Ferris, I cover you now in the name of Jesus. God, visit Brenda Van's bedside right now. Touch her body, touch her mind. Nikki Spriggs, visit her bedside. Even tonight, touch her body. And God, for our senior partners, Mother Hicks, touch her. Kitty Reed, touch her. Cookie Hiller, touch her. Irma Green, touch her. Vernon Green, touch him. Touch Sister Jackson. Touch Sister Green. Touch Mother Vertis. Touch Evangelist Dora. Touch, Lord. Touch Valerie Bridges. God, touch right now. Touch all of our seniors. Touch right now those names that did not even call. Mother Curtis, touch right now, Lord. Touch right now. Elgin Walker, Weldon Stevens, touch right now, Lord. Touch right now, Lord. Mother Cobbs, touch right now, Lord. Touch Jeffrey Beasley right now, Lord. Touch him, God, right now. God, I'm not going to forget our widows, Pearlie. Not going to forget Beverly Ward. Touch these ladies even beyond their spouse's departure. Touch them, Lord. Touch, Lord. Names I didn't call, y'all know them. Just type them in. Touch, Lord. Touch, Lord. Touch, Lord. Touch, Lord. I love you, Greater Life. My prayer tonight is that you would trust the God we just gave our cares to. We cast our cares upon him. He cares for us. I love you tonight. Have a good evening. Lord willing, I'll see you. I was going to say in the morning, in the faith room. If you don't come to the faith room, I'll see you, Lord willing, on Sunday. Take care, everybody. Good night.